This is how a normal Celeste player climbs. And this is how Zcat, current world record holder, climbs Mount Celeste. Wanna learn how to do it? Cool, let's see it. This is the Speedrunner technique for Celeste. This video game has three core mechanics. As Madeline, you can jump, dash, or grab. That's it. Or is it? The combination of these three mechanics allow Madeline to do some crazy stuff that speedrunners and pro players use to beat the game as fast as possible. So, without further ado, let's see all the cool moves you can do while climbing Mount Celeste. To perform a super, dash while on the ground and follow it with a jump. Madeline will keep momentum and cover a lot of horizontal distance. This move is really great to start momentum in tight spaces and is the bread and butter of a lot of movement combos. All the moves I will discuss in this video have three variants that are applied in certain situations. The most useful one is the extended variant, which is performed by delaying the jump until Madeline's hair looks white. This allows you to dash again while in the air and cover even more distance. If you practice enough, the difference in timing to perform a regular super and an extended one will become really clear and intuitive. The other two variants are the reverse super and the reverse extended super. To perform them, just jump in the opposite direction of your dash. These reverse and extended reverse variants are used in a popular skip in chapter 5, which exemplifies how useful they are in tiny spaces. A hyper is performed by dashing down diagonally and then jumping before the dash ends. Hypers make Madeline go faster than a super and the jump arc is lower, so it is really helpful to make it through tight gaps. This movement can also be performed in its extended and reverse variants, which are done the same way as the reverse and extended supers. It is also important to note that tapping the jump button will make your hyper shorter than if you press it for a longer time. A wave dash can be performed by dashing down diagonally after a jump and then jumping almost instantly after landing. It is my favorite trick to use as it can be performed with very little space and has a lot of utility. As with the other techniques explained in this video, you can also perform a reverse wave dash or an extended variant. This one may feel tricky at first, as dashing too early won't prompt the wave dash and dashing too late will not let you reset your dash. As with the other moves, you can use Madeline's white hair as a visual cue to time your dash reset. A demo dash is done by dashing down while in the air, then immediately releasing the down button. This causes Madeline to dash horizontally while crouching at the same time. Being crouched reduces the size of the player's hitbox, allowing them to fit through gaps that could not be traveled through under normal circumstances. The gap in which you need to release the down key after dashing is 4 frames long, or 0.66 seconds, so do not worry if this seems really difficult at first. It is. Luckily enough, since version 1.4.0.0, the keybind crouch dash simplifies this move and doesn't demand the high reflexes and skills to perform it. The demo dash is famously known to be used in a hard skip performed in chapter 3. Demo dashing after setting up Madeline in a certain way lets her traverse a wall of dust creatures without getting hit for some reason, skipping 2 or 3 rooms in the process. If I have to be honest, my consistency performing this skip must be around 20 or 30%, and I find it the hardest skip in the any percent route, so do not worry if it doesn't seem to work at first. With enough practice, it will. This room, okay, grab it, let's see. Oh my god! What? We will now cover the three main mechanics that revolve around walls in some way. The first of them is the wall bounce, which occurs when the player dashes upwards while next to a wall and then jumps during the dash. This allows Madeline to cover a lot of vertical distance and get launched upwards. A neutral jump happens when the player jumps away from a wall without moving left or right or pressing the grab button, which makes Madeline jump closer to the wall. Timing it correctly lets you move back to the wall and reach a higher position than at the start of the neutral jump. You may be wondering, what's the point of doing this neutral jump instead of just climbing or jumping while grabbing the wall if the end result is the same? Well, that's the thing. It is not. The neutral jump doesn't consume stamina, so you can technically use it to climb walls endlessly. This is very useful to perform some skips, such as this one from chapter 6 that you are watching right now. It's not nearly as difficult as the demo dash skip, but getting used to neutral jumping can be a little bit annoying. A spike jump is a neutral jump performed on a corner covered with spikes. This is possible because spikes do not harm Madeline when she's moving in the same direction they are pointing. To perform it, just time correctly a jump while Madeline is in the corner with the spikes. There is a really good rule in chapter 4 where you can practice it, and it is also a skip used in the any percent route, so hey, that's a win-win situation. Finally, we'll cover screen transitions abuse, or also known as STAs. Disclaimer, screen transitions are not called in the speedrunning community STAs, it just sounded cool to me, your discretion is advised. Moving from one screen to the next one resets your dash, so dashing upwards, screen transitioning and then dashing again lets you travel a lot of vertical distance. This is mainly used in the resort entrance in chapter 3 to get the entrance key real quick. Now, after seeing all these techniques, let's see some segments of the any percent speedrun to watch how all these moves and tricks are applied. I hope this tutorial was useful to you. As always, I will humbly ask you to like the video, subscribe to Wild Rush if you enjoy our content, to comment us your thoughts and share this video with everyone who might be interested. Until we meet again!